Chicken move.
I gotta save that for December 2nd.
What's that?
I gotta save that for December 2nd.
Oh, okay. So green look out, the chicken move could be on.
See, this is free. You gotta pay for the chicken move.
And, look, the change rooms are just there. We've got a few highlight packages that I know we're going to enjoy having a look at. They're going to think of a few questions, I'm sure, that I can't think of. It's a real pleasure to have you. Would you mind just maybe stripping down and just let's have a look at some?
Yeah, but I prefer the questions now while I'm in the talking room.
Yeah, all right, okay.
5 minutes?
5 in the ring.
Wait. Oh, who is he? We having a conversation here. Any questions?
Yeah, here we are, and I my train of thought was sort of moving through your career, but I just want to if I can, just sneak back to the Olympic Games.
Ain't you going to let them ask me questions?
Well, okay. All right, okay. Look, you're here. I know that a lot of, in fact, there's a couple here that have travelled from Childers. Not that you would know where that would be, Roy, but it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And they've spent 4 or 5 hours in a car to get here. I don't even know where they are. In fact, if they're still on the road, did they make it? But people out there, it's back to you. A question maybe from the floor or two for Roy. You've seen how destructive he's been, some of the great knockouts of all time. Is there some? Yeah, question here.
Toughest fighter you've ever fought?
Toughest fighter I ever fought? I guess one of the toughest guys I ever fought was Murphy Sosa. Murphy Sosa was a really tough dude. That was my first move up to light heavyweight. Right. Really strong guy.
Yeah, Roy, can you tell us the story how you played a game of basketball and then fought for the world title that night?
Oh yeah, well, what it was they was getting kind of used to me doing the same old things, and they were saying that a boxer can't do but one thing at a time. And I took that as very disrespectful. So I said, you know what, I'm going to take it upon myself to go play a basketball game that morning, then I'm going to go beat this dude up that night. So I went to the basketball game, got banged around a little bit, not too much. And I went to the fight that night after playing the basketball game, and the guy thinks, now he's tired. Wrong, I just turned on about 6. All over with.
Just a little bit about your family, Roy, and where you're from in the States.
I'm from Florida. You ever heard of the great running back Emmitt Smith? Yeah. Same place.
And
great running back, great boxer.
Family, kids?
Yeah, 6 kids.
6?
Yeah.
Been busy?
Very. But 2 of them are twins.
Have you ever had to turn it up to 10?
Huh?
Have you ever had to turn it up to 10?
Turn up to 10?
10, yeah.
When I went into that second Montel Griffin fight, it was only 11 before I knew it. I didn't mean to, but when I got there, I said, okay, I'm going to box, I'm going to take my time, it was already on 10, I didn't even know it. And when I got it there, he hit me, and I was like, uh-oh, it's on 10. Got to get him out of here. But that's the only time.
What boxes inspired you?
Muhammad Ali was the first one that really inspired me. Then I had a guy, Sugar Robinson, Sugar Leonard, and Howard Davis Jr. made me want to go to the Olympics because I saw them in the Olympics in '76. But that inspired me to want to go to the Olympics. What about her? I mean, you said Bernard Hopkins? Huh?
Bernard Hopkins, is that down the track?
Is it down the track?
Yeah.
They say it is, but they've said it all before. I only had it happen one time. I beat the poor guy with one hand. And he's so scared of that now that if I got 2 hands, he don't know how bad I might be. So it took him 16 years to get the heart to just sign on a piece of paper and say that he might fight me again. So, I'm not even looking for that yet. I just got to deal with Denny Green first. And I'm sure after he sees me dismantle Denny Green, he probably not going to want none. So don't get your hopes up too high. I ain't got mine that high at all. Between him and Oscar, I tell you, I don't know sometimes.
G'day, Mr. Jones, mate. What are your passions for the money and cash you made through your career? What do you spend it on, cars or houses? You know, what do you spend your cash on?
I like cars, but I'm more of an outdoorsman, and I spend a lot of it on that, like you saw the music video. That's why I spend most of my money there, doing that kind of stuff. But I also love fishing. I'm a big fisherman, so when I saw this water down here, I could live here.
Yep, Mr. Ricky. Who do you think's better, Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather? Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather?
Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Good question. I'm gonna tell you what my thought is and why. Number one, I think Marquez beat Pacquiao once and Pacquiao beat Marquez once. And Marquez was far too small for Floyd Mayweather, as you saw. So why is Pacquiao not going to be too small for Mayweather? I don't see it myself. Now, I could be wrong, which I am all a lot of time, but I don't see him being big enough to really deal with Mayweather and the fact that Mayweather is quicker than him. Now, by the same token, I think that Pacquiao will have a hard time dealing with Cotto. That's not an easy fight for Pacquiao.
Roy, what's going to happen on December 2nd?
Oh, gosh. Y'all put out a cigarette butt? No disrespect to Danny Green. Danny Green is a great fighter, no joke. And he's a very strong guy, very powerful puncher, and I know he's going to be out there trying to knock me out. And that's what he's supposed to do. But I'm the type of guy, when I come, see, I'm going to remember us being in this room, and you see how funny I am now? I'm way funnier than that when a fight going on. That's what I do. That's why I knew when I was 5, when I saw Muhammad Ali asking for food and beating Joe Frazier, I can do that. That's what I need to do. Not nowhere else. That's what I need to do. So come December 2nd, this is where I live. This is my stage. This is where I show out. And that's what I'm going to do. I promise y'all that.
Do you do much research on your fighters pre-match or any videos watching or anything? Or?
No, not at all. The more I look at them, the more I don't like them. So I don't like to do that because I like to like the guy I fight. When you look at him and see him destroying these other guys, I start getting mad and feeling sorry for the other guys. And it's not right. So I try not to look at that too much. I just try to, keep a cool head and be happy.
The rule that was the Olympics, was that the making of it? Was that sort of what really lit the fire and went, I can...
Well, I'm a very passionate person. I love the Lord. I know the Lord loves me. And it's like, for me, it seems like everything that happens in my life, whether I want it to happen or not, he just kind of takes me and guides me in that direction. So when I didn't get the gold medal, I don't know what the heck happened to me, but some kind of way I got guided in the right direction again. And it really made me decide that since y'all want to take my gold medal, I got something else to show y'all. And you're right, that's what really lit the fire and inspired me to become who I am today.
Roy, what's the most satisfying knockout of your career?
Knockout? The one against Montel Griffin, the second fight. Because they did me wrong the first time, and I don't like that too well. And they gave me a chance to get it back. I said, okay.
Yep.
Okay, in the front.
Roy, have any of your children gravitated towards boxing?
They all dipped in a little bit. My next to youngest son is about 9. He really likes it, and I'm really beginning to become afraid for him because he really likes it. And I knew another kid that really liked it once. Not a good picture, so I'm kind of afraid for him. But now my oldest daughter, she kind of liked it too. I mean, she went to school in the 1st grade, first kid to know, Lord bless it. That's what I saw my daddy do. No, baby, you can't do that. But so I don't know.
Some people are describing this fight coming up as a puncher versus a fighter. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, now they kind of got that right. It is a puncher versus a fighter. But it's a puncher versus a fighter that can fight and also can punch. That's hell in this boxing ring.